This week on the Husky Update.
Transgender activists take to the streets to rally for the rights of transgender individuals. The 2018 World Series comes to Boston, with the Red Sox facing off against the Dodgers, and a panel is held to celebrate United Nations Day. All this and more on this week's episode of the Husky Update.
Your campus, your news, all the time. From the Showman Studio, here is the Husky Update.
Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of the Husky Update. I'm Sakhi Singh, and here's this week's news. For our first story of the week, reporter Amir Islam went to the rally for transgender rights on Boston Common.
On Sunday, October 28th, the rally for transgender rights was held in front of City Hall. The rally was organized by Pride at Work, Eastern Massachusetts, and Freedom for All, Massachusetts. The impetus for the rally was a gender identity anti-discrimination veto referendum on the ballot for the 2018 election in Massachusetts, also known as Ballot Question 3. The referendum, if approved, would uphold a state law that bans discrimination based on gender identity in all public places, including public restrooms. A large campaign known as Yes on 3 has formed in support of the ballot proposition. The rally saw influential Massachusetts politicians come by to give speeches, such as Boston Mayor Marty Walsh.
We've led the way on marriage equality. We've led the way on anti-discrimination laws. We've led the way in civil rights. We've led the way in protection of public spaces. And we know that trans rights are human rights. As a result, people are safer and people are happier.
And Massachusetts Senator Ed Markey.
America great again by making America hate again. That is wrong.
Besides these speeches, musicians came to perform for the large crowd, and transgender people came to tell their stories and encourage the attendees to vote yes on Proposition 3.
The motor screaming out, stuck in second gear. The scene ends badly, as you might imagine.
Who am I don't know what to wear.
As they always do. You read about it in the newspaper. You shake your head and sigh.
Thanks, Amir. A conference involving the United Nations was held in West Village F. On October 25th, the International Relations Council of Northeastern and the United Nations Association held their first annual United Nations Day panel. The event began with many different clubs at Northeastern showcasing their efforts to help reach the UN Sustainable Development Goals, and then keynote speakers took to the stage to discuss their views and experiences with international diplomacy and how regular people can get involved on the world stage. During the panel, the moderator gave the keynote speakers questions about their experiences and opinions on modern geopolitical issues. He then asked for questions from the audience, where discussions ranged from climate change issues to the role of tech companies on the world stage.
The IRC is the parent organization for the UNA. So UNA is United Nations Association. Northeastern just started its chapter. This is our first event. This is our first semester on campus. And basically the whole purpose of this is to bring awareness about the Sustainable Development Goals and how Northeastern and Northeastern student organizations can support those. So tonight's event was pretty much our first opportunity to kind of interact with the community here at Northeastern, interact with other student leaders, and really start to build momentum and build a coalition around supporting the SDGs.
What UNA Northeastern is trying to do is talk about diplomacy, talk about issues, network, meet people, all through the realm of learning international relations through that way. So the reason why we did this event was we wanted to make sure to include a bunch of other clubs, a bunch of other people that are doing things that are making an impact on campus, and we wanted to highlight that.
And now we go to Tom and Michael from NUTV Sports for a weekend sports update.
Hi, I'm Tom. And I'm Michael, and this is the NUTV Sports Preview. We're going to give you everything you need to know about every game this weekend. It's World Series time in baseball, and the Red Sox are holding a commanding 2-0 lead on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, we're going to be heading back to Los Angeles for 3 games, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so tune in at 8 p.m., and you can see the Red Sox hopefully clinch the title.
As the Jaguars and the Eagles, defending Super Bowl champs, will be traveling across the pond to play in London for what is technically a Jacksonville Jaguars home game. The Green Bay Packers going on the road to try and steal a game against the undefeated Los Angeles Rams. The Rams have emerged as a Super Bowl favorite after 7 weeks of the season, but Aaron Rodgers is always a dangerous quarterback, and this one should be a blast to watch. Additionally, on Saturday night, the Detroit Pistons will be taking on the Celtics. The Pistons have been off to a hot start behind a resurgent Blake Griffin, who recently scored 50 points and hit a game-winning and one to take down the 76ers, while the Celtics are hovering right around 500 early on in this season. And that's going to do it for this edition of the Weekend Sports Preview. I'm Tom.
I'm Michael.
And we are on NUTV. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys. You can watch the full video on NUTV's YouTube page. For our next story, I talked to students about what they thought about the Red Sox game. Right now, we're in the Student Curry Center, and today's the day the World Series starts. So we're going to go around and ask people what their plans are and who they think will win. Are you guys keeping up with the World Series?
Yes. Yes, we're pumped.
Who are you rooting for?
Red Sox, for sure.
Obviously. I'm going to go with the Red Sox because I was surprised that we made it this far. Even though I've lived in Boston my whole life, I'm still surprised we made it this far.
Do you think Red Sox will actually win in the end?
I think they'll win. I'm pretty confident.
So what are your plans for watching the games and everything?
Nachos, chips, guac, baseball.
I was going to party regardless, and then I found out what was going on. I'm like, excuse the party. Perfect.
Yeah, we're pretty close to Fenway, so it'll be fun to go up there and see like the crowd, and see people walking around that are pumped.
It's an exciting time to be in Boston right now. I haven't lived here before since they're last in the World Series, so definitely excited to be in town for it.
Well, it looks like we have a lot of Red Sox fans. The last time they were in the World Series and won was in 2013, so let's hope they bring another win for Boston this year. And now here's Advika with Rapid Fire.
Thanks, Saki. My name is Advika Grover, and welcome to Rapid Fire. In campus news, Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker announced on Wednesday that the National Science Foundation will provide $4.4 million worth of scholarships to help lower-income students interested in biotechnology to attend Northeastern and Middlesex Community College. In Boston news, students for fair admissions lawsuit against Harvard University have begun the trial phase. The organization alleges that Harvard is illegally discriminating against Asian American applicants with its affirmative action policies, and a decision is expected to be made within the next few weeks in the Massachusetts District Court. No matter the result, it is expected to be appealed up to the Supreme Court. In international news, the European Space Agency and Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency launched their Bepi Colombo mission on October 20th to study Mercury. The mission includes sending 2 satellites into orbit around the planet to study its atmosphere and surface. The satellites are expected to reach Mercury's orbit by 2025. That's all for Rapid Fire. Back to you, Saki.
Thanks, Advika. For our final story of the week, SGA held an event on Centennial Common. We sent reporter Corey Doxer to the scene.
Hi, this is Corey Doxer reporting from Centennial Common, where the Fall Husky Takeover is being held.
So this is SGA's Fall Husky Takeover. We have 2 outreach events a semester, and this is our fall one. And it's a really great way for SGA to reach out to their constituents and everyone on campus in a less formal way. It's a great way for us to reach out to first-year students and let them know what SGA does.
We have the tie-dye station here. So essentially you want like a shirt or whatever you're going to tie-dye. You can like spiral it or like make any sort of pattern, like wrap it up in the rubber bands, and then you can like use any of the colors you see that you want to make a pattern with. And after you're done, you let it dry for like 12 to 24 hours in a Ziploc bag, take it out, unwrap all the rubber bands, and like rinse it in cold water until the water runs clear.
So we came here to fill the survey how to improve student life with little of DIYing shirts. So I put these colors on my shirt, and yeah, I think it's enough. Go Huskies.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Corey. That's the news. The rest is up to you. Be sure to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with the Husky update. I'm Sakhi Singh, and thank you for watching.